Ooh, lessons on Gandhi!
I'm BA. You're gonna be unconscious.
Just a heck of a beautiful place. Is it timeshare? I'd love to get in on it. Good morning.
He tried to escape by jump-starting an ambulance.
With a defibrillator.
Clear. My kind of guy.
I told you the mission wasn't over.
What are we talking about? Clean records?
We were set up. It's payback time. Oh, hell yeah, Hannibal.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 331. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is The A-Team. The A-Team is directed by Joe Carnahan, and it stars Liam Neeson, Bradley Cooper, Sharlto Copley, who I absolutely love from District 9, and Quentin Rampage Jackson, filling in Mr. T's shoes as B.A. The A-Team is the story about these four guys who are all Rangers and some sort of special unit in the armed forces. They kind of get together and they specialize in the ridiculous, and they just go over the top. They do barrel rolls in helicopters. They fly tanks through the air. It's all pretty insane stuff. They get double-crossed and framed for something that they didn't do, and they break out of jail and they try to find the guy that did this. There's also some side stuff involving money frames or something like that you're probably not going to follow because I didn't really follow it either. But that's not the point, because if you're going to sit down to see A-Team, what you want to see is a bunch of ridiculous, over-the-top action and just sit back and be numbed by the stupidity of the action that has taken place before you. And I have to say that for about the first half of A-Team, I was pretty pleasantly surprised with what I was seeing. A lot of the stuff that really worked for me was the character moments. I think the very opening sequence when they all come together and kind of save Bradley Cooper is all very nicely done. You really get a sense of who these characters are. Sharlto Copley is fantastic in this film. He's very, very funny, and every time he wasn't on screen, I wanted him to be on screen because he had the best comedic lines and the best timing out of any of the characters. The action sequences in the beginning were also surprisingly well done for me. I mean, they're over the top, they're ridiculous, they're off the wall, but that's the point. The stuff with Sharlto Copley flying the helicopter and acting like, you know, he's a pilot, like, oh, if you look out the window right here, you can see. Very funny stuff and very awesome. There's a scene that I won't spoil that takes place with the tank that you probably see in the trailer. But there's something that goes on with that tank that I think is outlandish and would never happen, but for the movie it works. And up until that point, it's a pretty solid, mind-numbing action flick. But I think the problem with the A-Team is that it gets too intelligent for its own good. It's not an intelligent movie, and it's really trying to be. And by the end of this film, there's all this backstory and explanation as to how they're pulling off this final elaborate plan that they're doing, and it's just dumb to me. It's terrible that I'm watching this film thinking this is trying to be smart and it's trying to be really intelligent, and it's really failing on all those levels. There's this side plot involving Jessica Biel's character and Bradley Cooper, who used to have a fling, and this whole discussion about how when he got serious, she got scared and ran away. I don't care about that stuff. I want to see the helicopters do barrel rolls. I want to see a tank flying through the air. That's what I want out of the A-Team. I don't want this life lesson about Gandhi that's given from Liam Neeson to Rampage Jackson about, you know, Gandhi was a man who fought for what he believed in too. What do you believe in, B.A.? I don't need that. I think it's a bunch of BS, if you want that pun in there. But I think the A-Team is okay. It's not amazing. I would say if I had a recommendation, I would say rent it or wait for it to be on HBO in about 4 months or at your local dollar theater, because the first 40 minutes are pretty fun stuff, and after that it doesn't really get too good for me. I give the A-Team a very soft 2.5 out of 5. It's pretty disappointing. I wish they followed the Losers formula a little better, even though it has a very similar plot. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you guys.